Good morning, traders. To my surprise this morning, I woke up, my virus protection had expired, and Norton locked me out. It took me a while to figure this baby out. So I ended up taking Norton again for a year at a very reduced rate. So at least we're back on. I got everything set up. You know, your whole world falls apart when you get online on your main computer and it's just not there. And it tells you that you are blocked. How can you block me on my own computer to get on the internet? And I knew all I had to do was probably just uninstall Norton, and that's what it ended up doing. So here we are. We're back. Okay. It'll take me a few seconds to get my bearings here, right? Give me a second here. Okay. Give me 1 second. I hate when I get a late start. And I was here early this morning. I was here on time. Okay, that takes care of that. Let me open this up. All right. How's everybody doing today? Oh, look at that. And by the way, my I hit my target on Meta, as you can see. Let's see where it is from yesterday. Remember yesterday I said that 177.25. That's already gotten hit. Open that one up. I saw that one got a hit, so we're going to remove that now and make, let's say, 178. Let's make this now 178.25 is going to be the new target. That's resistance. Let's leave that at 178 right here. This one here. Edit this at 178.25. All right, that's we'll just say end of the week, end of the day. All right, just say up a target for right now. Take that off 25. Okay, here we go. Boom. Oh, I lost it. I can't believe it. Why would I lose this? Shh. I cannot believe this. Let me get this one in here for a second. Let's go. Gotta be careful. 3405. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And Dak screaming in the background. I gotta get him off of there. All right, so here we go. And this should be on 1 minute. It is. Plus. Let's go plus. All right, here we go. Bam. And this one here, I hit also at 402. See that? That was from yesterday. 402. We're gonna edit this up to so all my targets that I have called have been hits. 407. 407 up here. Oh shit, so that's on the same place. 407, and let's edit the resistance at 406. At 406 and 45 cents. That would be a new high day right there. All right, so that's set. All right, this one here is set. The only thing I'm listing is my target. I'll get back to that. Let's just get that other stuff up. Boom. Here's the 195, which has already just got hit. And that's going to put us now to 195. Let's say 195.45. So this has been a hit. 195.45. Let's see. Try to catch up with life here. All right, there we go. So every target that I had put yesterday that wasn't hit yesterday was hit, like I had said, in pre-market, either this morning or right after the bell. And unfortunately, I couldn't enjoy it because the fact is, Norton had me strangled. I couldn't get in my own computer. I could get in one computer, but I couldn't get in the other. But unfortunately, the other computer doesn't give me. I don't have my cameras and all that stuff set up to it. All right, so we're good. All right, I'm opening everything up here. On. I don't want that on. Let's go there. Yeah. Hope I don't lose it. it's doing that. Okay. So you can see. And let me put the contracts in for anybody who is looking to get in a contract, doesn't know which contract to do. I'm going to go get the contracts for you right now. I'll set that up real quick, and then I'll take a breath of air. All right, let's go here. We've got 491 on the SPY. You got 491 as the call, and you got 490 as the put. The next one we're going to see is, going to go up to the top, SPX, waiting for the data. Data. It's on January 30th contract, 49.20. Wow, everything has really moved up. 49.20, and that would be, oh shoot, that was a mistake. Hold on, 492. That was right. 492. Here it is. 49.20 on this end. 49.20, and that'll be 49.25 on the call for the SPX, and that's going to be on 130 contract, which is today. Next, we're going to go to all the way to the other side. Let's see. Hold on, I got to swing over there. Okay, NVIDIA. NVIDIA's got 635. Wow, it's amazing. 635 and 632.50 on the put. Next one, that's on Friday's contract. AMD. AMD is going to be 177.50. Boy, that one didn't move much. 177.50 and 175. I'm going to leave that for right now. It's good. Tesla, we've got 195, right at the money. 195, and we have 192.50. Bam. Okay, great. And the last one is Meta, which is going to be 407.50 on the call. 407.50. Come on, back 50. 407.50 and 405. That's 405. Okay, there we go. Here's the contracts as they stand for 2/2, which is Friday's contracts, right there. All right. And let's see, what do we got? Here's another hit on right there. So here's the first hit of the morning. Actually, it's 2, but 2 plus right there, right there. So you got a hit right there. And the next one up there is going to be, let's just to take it to 195.75. Figure that we're going to still continue on this road here. 195.75. These numbers are unbelievable. There it is. There's the hit right there again. So that's going to put us to 196, and it's going to hit that right now. So let's just say 196. It's going to be a lot of resistance, but I think at the rate we're going, and it was, eValues will stall for a while. That's not good news, but obviously there's good news for Tesla somewhere. All right, let's leave this one here. That one there. Here we've got, let's see, what do we got here? 400, 490.45. So let's say 490.45 is going to put us right there as support. 491. Just for right now, we'll leave the dollar in there. This, the markets are moving, and boom, right there. Really, it would be more like the 491.28. Let's put it to 25. All right, let's put it for 25. Ooh, 25. Here, we got another target hit right up here. Okay, so we can see that we're really moving up today. And let's move this to 196. We're gonna plow right through this. 196.50. That gives us a 197.50 on the actual Tesla. 197.50 is going to be the actual contract. And put this up to 25 right there. 25. That's 25. And this becomes 195 even. All right. Anybody have any questions? Let's make some money. right? See, below the 13 exponential. We're all good here. Yeah, my stomach is so upset this morning. I hate when that stuff happens and you open up and nothing's going your way. And your computer doesn't come on. I'm going to show you who's boss today. I felt like I was being held hostage for $31. Mm-mm. 178.35. So let's make this 178.45 on the top. That will be the resistance for, we just hit it. 178.45 is a hit for AMD. AMD is a hit right there. Let's bring it all to 178, and you got to pull back. So let's just make it 178.50. All right, 178.50 is going to be 178 is 177.50. That's AMD. I'll bring it up to show you. Once I bring this back, boom, boom, and I got a double arrow going down. So here we go. There it is. There was a hit right there. As I called it, then it flew. Like you can see, it just flew right up just as I was doing it. All right. So there we go there. We're good here, here. We're pulling back. Let's go back to here. There's the resistance at 196.25. We hit 36. I have it at 50. All right. That's good. Oh, my back. Not a good day. I'm going to take some ibuprofen. Put this down. He's still looking at Nexi. I don't know what he's looking at. Showing his light speed account. Okay. Let me take a quick look here. Activated 20% off. At the home page. We get Norton off of here. Count. All right. Take care of that another time. Ooh, baby. Okay. Go back in here. Put this to TradeCaster. All right. We're good. Anybody have any questions? We're good. That Tesla really wants to push up there. They're really looking to push. Okay. Make sure this is all closed. YouTube. Discover. Norton. Yeah. See what's new. What's new now? Yeah. Personal stuff. All right, we're good. We are good. I'm set up. Let me take my vitamins real quick. Today is Tuesday, right? I'm running behind. I feel like my whole life is behind me. All right, here we go. Got a slight pullback on Meta down to the VWAP. So we got our support now is back down to about 405. Perfect. Okay, that one lined in perfectly. Finish that banana. All right. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You know how you start your morning, you wake up, put on your computer, everything's going on, and there's no internet, blocked by virus protection. And then you start to panic because you don't know what to do next. And then you're trying to figure out how to unattach a button, how to attach a button, and it's like nothing is coming. And it throws you off for an hour. It really does. It's just like your whole life turns upside down. We're so attached to devices, like computers and cell phones. And so when that stuff happens, you got to take a step back. I didn't freak out or anything. I was laughing. All right, my internet's good now. Got 400. Not as good as I want, but it's good. And start sending your video, analytics, let's see, stream health, data. Start sending us your video from stream. Where to go? That's weird. According to this, you guys see me, right? Let's see. I don't look like I'm moving. Yeah, I am moving. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm just going to do a quick refresh on the page. Boom. All right, there we go. Get up the clear caption out of here. And that should bring us down to about 4 or 5 seconds. That's good. 4 or 5 seconds. Perfect. All right, got a slight pullback here on Tesla, which we expect. All right, that 194.75. So 194.75, just pull back about 25 cents. 75. And that'll bring us up to 194, 196. Just takes it down 25 cents. But watch this. It comes pull back, it should spring forward. So that will leave us on a 195 on Tesla. Go back to that 195, but I think we're going to be looking at a 197.50. So if we look at Tesla, all right, Tesla, yes, okay, you can be doing a call from 195 to right now, that would be in the money to a call of 197.50. And you put, oh shit, 197.50 call. And a put would be 192.50. All right, so there's a correction on Tesla for the moment. And 491. That's not, you know what? There's a mistake in here anyway. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take this out. This is wrong. Let's do this. Let's just do it again. We got 490 on the put on the SPY and 491. SPX is probably still the same. Say 49.20 on the put is correct. So I'm just going to correct the whole thing. Give me a second. They all should be right except for a couple. NVIDIA is 632.50 now. It's come down. 632.50. Boom, boom, boom. 32.50 would become 630. Going well. Next one is AMD is 177.50. Wow. 177.50 and 175. It's right at the money. Right at the money. Tesla, we said, I'm going to go take it a little further out to 170, 197.50, because I think we're going to go back up. So let's make it 197.50 and keep the 192.50 for the put. I'm just going to go a little further out on the call, and it's probably a little more expensive anyway. And 407 is now 405. So we got 405 on Meta on the call, and that's 402.50. Okay, here we go. And that should be correct, and I don't need that other Tesla in there. All right, there we go. There was a correction on the SPY. I had 491 and 492 for the put, but it was not correct. And there's an extra zero in there that's incorrect. So okay. I make mistakes, you know. You noticed? Let's take that back. Right there. Boom. All right, boom. Hate mistakes. There you go. And now we got that pullback more right to the VWAP on 630. So let's say we have a 630 support now. 630.10 probably. 630.10. 630.10 on actually a little higher. 630. It's higher. Let's go to 25. Let's see if that fits in there. 630.25. Got a double bottom there. Leave it at the VWAP. 630.25 is 630 is 632.25. Perfect. Right there. Okay. And let's see. Here we're going to leave that bottom VWAP. You see there at 490.40. I have 490.45. That's fine. 490.45. And we left the dollar at 490.45. No, we brought it a little lower to the lower VWAP plot, which is 491.26. I made it 25 on there. AMD's pulled back down to the VWAP. So let's just take a quick look there. We're going to pull this back down to the VWAP. Right there at about 176.75 support. 177. 177. 177. What did I say? 177. I don't know what I said. 25? What did I get here? 175. All right. Not even close. All right. I told you I'm a little shook up today. You know? All that stuff, it just like shakes you up. Wake up. Your internet's down. Who do you think is the boss here? It's nice and cool here in South Florida. Temperature right now, 59. Let's see if I tap this thing. Let's see. 59 degrees. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Okay. We're good. Back here. Good there. Still pulling down a little bit on the Tesla, but we could see that go all the way down to the VWAP. Right now, we got 194.50, which is a 192.50 on the put and a 195 on the call. We have up 190, have it a little higher, which would be just a little further out of the money. And just to show you, I'm going to pull it up in a second. 194.50 is 195.75. 75. Let me take this. Okay, right about there. Already hit 2 there. Look how flat. If you look at the SPY, you can see how consolidated it's been in this channel all morning. It really hasn't had much movement. So I really wouldn't be doing much with the SPY right now. I would be more concentrated, and it would be less money to be concentrated on Tesla because it is going up and down. Now, if we take a look at Tesla prices and we take a look at the contracts for Tesla, you'll see right now, I'm going to open up here, and that's on the 2nd, Friday. You'll see 192.50 is only $2.68 for a put and 365, which is relatively inexpensive. That puts you in a 50. You could go one more out of the money if you want to 197.50 on the call. I think that's what I put in there. What did I put? Tesla 197.50. But you can do the 195 at this point, which is perfect. So it's a difference of another dollar. For some of you, that could be the difference of doing one more trade. And that's the only reason I say to do that. You don't have to worry about theta right now. It's high enough. It's more than the actual delta. It's the delta that pays you. The higher the delta, as long as you go in the correct trend, the faster you're going to get paid. Okay? If you don't understand that, I'll go over it again. Let me just see if I have all that stuff up there on my alerts or if it's still going. No, it's in there. So just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, some of you that are new in here, okay, what you want to always be able to do is to change your contracts as often as possible. If you're not in one, make sure you change them every 15 minutes. Changing your contracts often, if you're not in one, check every 15 minutes. Stay in the money or just out of the money, and you won't have to worry about theta. If you keep your delta above 40 all the time, trust me, delta pays you faster. The higher the delta, the faster it prints. Now, just remember, if you go in with a high delta and the trend drops the other way, you lose faster. Okay, so that's why a lot of people like to go out of the money because they don't want to worry in case it doesn't go their way. But remember, sometimes you're in a contract and it's going, the stock is going, and you say, I don't understand. Why isn't it printing? Because it's not a good contract. All right. There are better contracts. And like I said, the higher your delta, the better your contract is. A lot of times people like Deck and a lot of other people that I know, they go 3, 4 out of the money, and then they wonder why it's not printing that fast. And that's the reason. But when they lose, they don't lose as much either. Okay. So you have to make that decision for yourself. When I trade, I always trade just 1 out of the money, 99.9% of the time. Okay. I watched a guy, a friend of mine, become make $300,000 in 3 weeks after losing $170,000 in 4 months in 2 places, at TradeCaster and another place. Okay, and you know what? He learned the system using options and made back on Tesla by itself. All right, we got Tesla dropping a little bit further here. We're going to leave it at 629.65. I'm going to wait. I think there should be a bounce. That's Nvidia. I'm sorry, not Tesla. Nvidia. Yeah, I'm going to bring this down just 5 cents down to 40 on 490.40, and I need to get ibuprofen. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Put some socks on. Oh. And let me make it a little colder in here. Open the window a little bit. Get that Florida air rush in. Give me 1 more second. Make sure that back door is open for my cat. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you for being patient here. Okay. My cat, she was in the kitchen. So, being that she was in the kitchen, I gave her a few treats. I put my thinking cap on, my TradeCaster hat. Everybody should have a TradeCaster hat. Funny story behind that hat. That's when I met Ryan for the first time. A lot of you see that little blue button on the bottom there. It says little blue button for help. And when you bring it up, it says, hi there, how can we help? Wow, it says, wow. Oh, it says an R on top. That R is for Ryan. Sometimes it says R and S. That's Sean and Ryan. And I always wondered if there really was a Ryan or what Deck was wearing so many hats, you know? But when we got to the, not this past May, but the May before, we had a seminar here in Pompano Beach, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, and Ryan was behind the counter with all the hats and the clothing and the shirts. So Deck and I got together in January prior to that for the first time. We met. He'd been paying me for 3 years and never met the guy. So we finally met, and we went out to dinner, just the two of us. Spent about 2 hours together, And I know you girls are a little jealous. It's okay. It's all right. But anyway, so anyway, so when I got to the show, there was a lady behind the counter, which ended up to be his mother, and his father was there too. Nicest people, both teachers. And funny story is, so I said to Dex, she said, "Oh," I said, "I'm the active trader." She says, "Oh, I know exactly who you are. Great, blah blah blah." I said, "I just want." She says, "What do you? Anything you want? What do you need? What do you want?" I said, "Well, Deck actually owes me a shirt. He came down in January, and he never gave me my shirt. He was wearing it." So she was laughing, and I didn't know he was standing right behind me. And he goes to his mother. He goes, "This guy here, give him whatever he wants on this table for free." I could have taken a $75 sweatshirt. I could have taken the hat, the shirt. So actually, I just took a hat and a shirt. That's it. And I called it a day. The cheap stuff. I could agree. I don't. What am I going to do with a sweatshirt here in South Florida? I probably own 3 sweatshirts anyway, just to have a Trade Caster logo. So he said, "Whatever you want, just take it." But it was like so funny. I don't know if you ever watch NCIS, and he calls everybody a probie, and he always sneaks up behind and he's listening, and they go, "He's behind me, isn't he?" It's like, "Deck's behind me, isn't he?" It was funny. Funny story. But we had a great time. It was a great weekend. There was some great pictures floating around. AK-47 was there. I couldn't believe it when I saw him. He's like 6'3" and really skinny. I looked at him. I went, "Holy crap! What the heck are they feeding you?" Nice guy, real fun guy, real fun person. A lot of them went out at night. I'm glad I didn't go because actually there was a girl who used to be in here. She's not here anymore, but she just happened to have COVID that night. Gave everybody COVID, so she went to the party on Friday night and never showed up for Saturday and Sunday for the seminar. So that was just like a lot of people got it and I didn't. That was COVID time. Meanwhile, I had the worst head cold for the last 4 days. I'm feeling a lot better. As you can see, I'm sounding a little better and I'm feeling a little better. And thank you for asking. Uh-oh. You didn't ask? Why then? Don't you care about me? Just kidding. All right. So what do we got going here? What do we got going here? Let's take a quick look back into Meta you can see we had a drop here to about 404.55. So let's just drop this down to 404.50 and call that support. That's going to bring us to 405.50 here. So we're going to bring this down to, let's go one here, backspace, and then we're going to go one more and make it 405.50. That should give us right there. And there's our dollar. And that's where we're sitting right now. Here you can see we had a drop to about 176. Let's go to 176. Dropped another 50 cents. Let's say 20. Let's say 25. Was that right? I don't even remember. Yeah, that's good. So we got 176.25 is 177.25. So you can see right there 177. That brings it down about 50 cents. And that's going to give us support resistance there. All right, so we're still above the VWAP. We're just below the VWAP, I mean. So we're right at it. So really, I can't call anything because it's either going to be the lower VWAP or the higher VWAP plots. And right now, we don't see anything. And the same thing here. This is just an upper target because we hit 406.36. That was an old one. I'm sorry. That was the 402. So, of course, the next one would be 407. I have it up there in the right place. I just forgot to change the number. It is 407. That's an end of the week, end of the day type target. All right. But as for immediate targets, I'm not calling one at the moment because we're too close to the VWAP. We don't know which direction it's going to go. And I don't want someone saying, "Oh, but active, you said," and I didn't say anything. I'm saying I don't know at this moment. Now, here we're going below the VWAP. All right, at Tesla. So the market's just trying to pull back a little. Let's bring this to about 80 for right now. All right, let's see, put this at 193.80. Is going to be at 184, 185.05, 195.05. So we just came down. We came down another 75 cents, and it's still dropping. Now this is an end of the week target. Let's see, 196 we already hit. That was my target before, which already got hit, and I never put it in there. It was back here somewhere where we got hit in pre-market. Let me just see something real quick. It was probably 195.45. Has to be, we hit 196. So I had to hit my target right in here, and 195. It's already been taken into consideration. All right, so let's just say that the next target, if we should get up there, end of the week target would be, let's just go for 196. Oh, I got it, 196.50. I didn't change it here. So let's do this. 196.50 will be the next leg up if we start to go the other direction, and we'll leave it there. But right now we're below the VWAP and we're dropping. Got a 193.45. So 193.45. All right, right there. And 193.45 is 194.70. 194, I think it's 70. Put us about right there. Let's go real quick and take a look at FinViz. All right. Now, FinViz is going to tell us, I'm going to bring it up for you. It's going to show us where the markets are at today. So let's open this real quick, and we'll see that the markets are red today. You can see we got more of a red day. Tesla's doing good. NVIDIA, okay, is doing fine today. And some of these, but we don't trade those. Meta, Google, NVIDIA. So we got about 50-50 today in the green and the other 50 in the red. Now, as far as this, I didn't add into my watch list today. So real quick, I'm going to take this one out. Obviously, it's not doing anything. And take this one out. I don't know where that even came from. All right. I got Nexi. Let's put in PXLW. PXLW. Next one is RBSN. I already have. PEPG is another one. PEPG. I know Dex was looking at Nexi. I don't know if I'm still watching that one. Oh, it's on the top. We have it. And that's a very expensive stock. And just Vivos. Let's put Vivos in there for right now. Okay. And those are that's my list for right now. Let's get out of here. We already know we're negative, and that's where we're sitting right now. Okay. Let's see. There's my VIB. Let's just see real quick. Nexi should be in here. No, it's not. If I bring this up, watch my watch list, I can just click it and it'll bring it in there. All right. And you can see the change from yesterday. So you can see that's where we were. I hit my target. So right now my target's going to be somewhere up here at about 23. Let's see, 23.45. It's going to be the next target right there. Bingo. 22. What did I say? 20. I'm sorry, 22. 22.45. That was a mistake. 22.45 brings us right above this area here. And now we've got right there, we've got about $22 is 22.25 resistance. And we have 22.21. Look how that changed from yesterday. 21. We got 20.25. We'll leave $1 in there. See, it should be below right at the 13 exponential, right there. All right. So that's what Nexi looks like, and you can see it's still going up. And I don't know the story of Nexi right now. I don't remember from yesterday. But one of the things you want to look at when you look at a stock like this is, number one, I'm going to bring it up. I probably have it on my other computer. I do. Nexi, the first thing you want to remember is the float. I believe it was a low float stock, and it's 718,000. I told you yesterday that thing was going to fly because the lower the float, the faster a stock can move. So, but I think I remember saying that was a pump and dump, if I'm not mistaken. But it's showing 2 months ago. So there is no filing on Nexi. I would be very careful with that stock. Okay, and I don't believe that it's shortable. It's not on Thinkorswim. As you can see here, it says none to borrow, NTB, and it's very high on the RSI. So if you have another broker and you can buy shorts on that, eventually that stock's going to come down. I don't know why it's moving like it's moving. Unless somebody else here knows something I don't know. I would keep an eye on that thing for the downfall. All right. I'm just going to bring my support down on Meta down to 404.15. And I'm going to bring it down on AMD to 170, 175.95 or 176. 176, I think, is good, but 175.95 is what I put for right now. And that's on AMD. that is your support. All right. We have here, let's see, put this back to the arm. With such pain today. It's the weather. 490.40. And let's see, we're going to bring this down right above the VWAP. 490. Let's say 90. That's only going to give us 50 cents. That's only going to give us 50 cents in there. I wouldn't be playing with the SPY. You can see it's choppy, but it's staying right in between this one channel the whole time. It went up this morning, then came down quick and stayed in that channel. So that's not where your money is today, folks. I mean, I'm not saying you can't make any money on it, but I will say that you're chasing it. All right. Meta right now is coming down. Probably if it keeps coming down, the rate is coming. You're looking at about 403.25. It's at 403.86. You could do a put on that, a 402.50 on the Meta. I don't know where we're at now. Meta, 402.50, still the same. And then here we've got, let's bring this down to support of about 193.25. Why don't you slam your door? My neighbor, that's all she does, slam her door. She's a midget. 193.25. Oh, they call them little people. 193.25 is 93. 194.50. So come down another 20 cents right there. Bingo, right there. And still below the VWAP, just above the VWAP, below the VWAP. So we're right there between bearish and bullish, back to bearish. Same thing on the top right now. When you're looking at Meta, we've come to a bearish. I told you it's coming down to here. I said 403 and 25 cents. It's going to become maybe even lower. So we could have had a lower target here. Watch. Let's duplicate this and bring that down to 403.25. Get rid of this stuff here. It's going to be, first of all, lower target. And that's 403. Let's just say 403. I really said 25. That's where I wanted it. 403.25. If it continues to come down, I think we could see a 45. All right, 403. Let's go with the 45. I think we'll hit the 45 first because it'll hit 45. It could bounce right in that area there, or it might be bouncing now. But that's what I would have called it. We'll leave this at 70. 70. It's going to bring this to 404.70. 404, let's say 75. Right there. The resistance. Right. Not worried about this anymore. We're just going to use the upper VWAP plot, which is 406.65 right there. If it gets above this again, if it keeps continuing down, then we're going to be looking at 403. All right, and then hopefully we'll see a bounce right now. And Finviz still dropping 21.29. There's a little bit of a bounce right there. Let's see what happens. Boom. We're all within channel right now. I wouldn't chase anything. Don't know what it's going to do. Ooh. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Some of the sites here. Ah. He's still looking at Nexi. Hold it up again. So if it holds it up again, for those of you that don't know what that means, you can actually go to this site. It's a Halt website right there. And you'll see the stocks that are halted and those that have unhalted. Right now, Nexi halted at 11:10. It should unhalt at 11:15. Now, that is the first, second, one, two, two. That's the second halt. So it should still continue one more time up. So if you want to get in, what you do is you put in a higher limit order, a limit order higher than the actual price. Okay, so if we go into real quick into here, and let's say 25.47, it's halted right now. You see there's no action. So if you put in $26, it'll, when it opens, you can time it to the second. It'll actually give you the lowest price possible. So you put in $26. What's going on here? Don't do this to me. Uh-oh, I got a problem. I got a problem. Uh-oh, I'm not stuck. I may be stuck here. Let's see. I'm stuck. I have a problem. I have to restart my what do you call it? It's jammed. I don't know why, but I got to restart it. So I got no choice. My Thinkorswim. So give me 2 seconds here, folks. I have no choice. Let's see. When did I do it again? It'll say restart. Let's see one more time. There it is. All right, let me restart this. Hate when that happens. You should still be able to hear me, but I'm sorry. I had no choice. It's installing right now and putting updates. Out of all the times to do this, it's like, why now? It's not my day. Here we go. Hold on. It should be pretty quick. It's a pretty quick computer. This computer starts up in 35 seconds. So if you can hear me, just be patient. It's starting up, and it should open up just where we were at. I just may have to make a few adjustments because that's Thinkorswim. Creating a desktop. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. That's Meta. Come on. Open. There we go. All right, there we go. We're good. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Not too bad. And then this one. Sorry about that. That was not me. You could see it. I don't know if you could see that thing flash up. It said restart. I had no choice. It just did what it did. Okay, let me just make sure everything else is right. That's NVIDIA. I want to put SPX in there. Take all that away. That's fine. This one's good. My Nexi chart. There we go. Look, was I right? I told you it would go up. Oh, we still. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're still. All right, let's do this. Let's edit the target and make it 26. $26. 26. All right, target 26. 26. Say okay. You're gonna make this resistance right now. There is none really. It's just gonna keep going. There it is. It opened up and it opened up a little lower. 26.45. Leave it right there. 25.45. There it goes. Whoa! I told you it would go up. I told you the next one would go up. I was right. And let's put this at 25 and 50 cents. I think that might be too high. It is. All right, let's do that. Hold on. Edit support is going to be 25. It should be 24.50. That's what I meant. Okay, bingo. Still too high. Let's bring it down. I wanted it to 13 exponential, even though it's still climbing. And look at that. I was right. Watch out. It's going to halt again any second. But if you had gotten in immediately, you would be you would be up over, depending on the amount of shares, you'd be up over $1. All right. So let's edit this up. Our target now is going to be $28. $28.50. $28.50 is going to be my target. What happened here? What happened? Unbelievable. Look at this thing go. Right here. $28.50 is what I said. That's your next target. Bingo. And here we got $28. Look at this thing go. $28 and didn't hold yet. That's amazing. 28, and that's going to leave this. I'm going to leave this about 23. Let's go to 50. Let's just see real quick. Yeah, that's perfect. Look at this thing. Amazing. 28.05. No halt. Going to pull back a little first, and then it should go. It's not finished. We're going to see a $30 day on this thing. It may be hard to get filled, believe it or not, because there is such a small. It's only 716,000 is your float. I hope you guys know what that means, right? Lower float, faster it moves. Lower the float, the faster it moves. All right. See, what do I got here? Today is the 30th. Let me change this contract. 30. What's wrong here? January 30th. Come on. Okay, there you go. January 30th is 48.90, 48.95. Just got to change. 30. Yeah, delete. There you go. 489. Wow. Just want to watch this for a few seconds and see what this thing does. Anybody in this? Anybody here in? Let's see if I got you guys. Can't see anything. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Now I can see you guys. Uh-oh. What happened? Right. 28.69. So there's my. I hit that. I'm not going to take credit for these. The next one will be 29.25. All right, be 28.75, but let's say $29.20, and then we could see a big pullback. We'll say 29. I'm going to leave this here at $28. See the pullback? We're already at 26. So there's 28. And this one here, put 25.50. 25.45 is fine. That's support. Let me take a quick look at Meta. I fix this one because remember we got rebooted before. Come on. There we go. There's my lower target actually got hit there. So there's a hit right there. There's a hit for the lower target. This one here. Boom. One more. Okay, so our lower target is 403 and it came back up to 25. Say the next one down would be, if we continue going down, we'll just say 403. 403, lower target. As long as we're under the VWAP and we continue down. And here we're going to make this, let's say 50. 4,350. Come back to the rest later. And let's go take another look at here. So you can see this. Here we go. 13 exponential. That's about what ours 23. I'm going to go a little lower and say 23.35. Let's just go to 25. 25.25. In the year 25.25, if woman still alive, if man can survive without her. All right. Anybody here in Nexi? Could have made some real money today. I mean, look at this thing. This thing started off this morning at $8 and ran $20 today. Imagine having 500 shares, only putting up 4,000 and going, and you would have made $10,000 already with Nexi. Did anybody have any luck with Nexi today? Anybody? Wow. Nobody. If you bought Nexi this morning, you would be up all that money. Wow. Okay, here we go here. SPY starting to pull up again. So we got, let's say 491 is now our resistance. 491. And then we're going to leave this here at 490.40 for right now. See where it goes. Here, still good. We're in the middle of the channel. Here, we're at the bottom of a channel. Let's put this down to about 65. We went down a little bit lower and came back up a little. 65, 90. So it should be 193, 90. About right there, which is below the VWAP. So you can see we're getting weaker and weaker. All right, I'm not even going to worry about this for right now. Let's just take this out, and we'll just call this top here, which is 195, 196. It's going to be, if we get above the VWAP again, that'll be our destination. Same here. Did not hit our lower target on Meta. It seemed to bounce just below the area, which is right there at 403.25. Put this down a little bit. Put this to 403.25 support and 403. What did I say? 403, 404. Let's just say 35 and make this 35. There's your dollar. May even go with 30. See what it looks like here. I think it's going to be right on. And it is close enough. Okay. Nexi. Right there. So you got that 2869. We never got that. We got the 2850. There was another hit. See the 2850? So I got my tip right there. And I think this one is 2920. They didn't change it up here. So we got the 2850, but we did not get the 29. Let's say 25. Let's just leave it at 29 for right now. That would be your next one, is 29. Yeah, see, it slowed down because people don't know what to do. They don't know. They're afraid. There's a slight pullback. Plus, it may be hard to get filled because you've only got, like I said, 716,000. I'll show you what that looks like. Let's take, hold on one second. Come on. Take this. Wrong one. Okay, here we go. Copy this. Bring it in here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just show you what you need to look for. If you're new here and you don't know this, when you're looking at a stock to find out how fast they're going to move, you take the stock, you go into Yahoo Finance. Here's Nexi. First thing you do is you go into statistics. You scroll down, and right here on the right side, it'll show you the float. That's less than 1 million shares. So 1 million shares makes something go very quickly. 2 million is still fast. Anything in the 5 million is very quick. So we can see here, this has got a tremendously low float. Next, we go back to summary and look. The last news was 2 months ago. So what does that tell you about this stock that opened up at 850 this morning and now hit 2869, which is the high for 52 weeks? It was $1.25. This stock is a nothing stock. Has no reason to be anywhere, okay? So you can see eventually this stock's going to come down really quick and really hard. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be at 1 o'clock this afternoon. It could be in 20 minutes. This thing can just start dropping because there are people, holding a lot of shares. Somebody dropped here 125,000. Here going up was 250. Just count what's going up. 250. At 200. We only know there's only 700,000 shares. So you count all this up, there's got to be a pullback to get shares. And that's a sell-off right there. That's a sell-off. So now you can either buy it to go long or get the hell out of there and take your profit. That was me. I mean, I always look at it this way. When you're looking at a halt, okay, let's take a quick look at halt, what that means. So when I see halts, where is it? Come on, I don't have it in here anymore. Oh, man. Believe this. Or it is. All right, there we go. All right, so when you look at this is the hold page, and you count up, all right? Got it. And you go in here and you say, okay, it halted once, twice, 3 times. The third time it halts, it goes down when it opens. And that's exactly what it did. So it halted 11:10, 11:15. It went up slightly, and boom, it came right back down. See, it opened up. There's your time, 11:17, 11:15. It opened 11:15. It went up, third halt, and boom, pulls back. Now let's see what happens. Okay. I don't think we're going to see. We may not see that last high. Remember, there's just not enough stock to go around. So somebody with a lot of money has more control than everybody else in this. Okay. So let's say we got right here support there, 25. And then we've got, let's see, 24. Let's activate this, bring it down to 26. It's going to be about, let's say, even $26. 26, 26, 25. And what do we got in here? 26 and 24.25. That's $2. It's going to be a little bit lower. It's going to be right above the, what do you call it? Let's go to 25.45. A little more than $1, but you're talking about a stock that keeps halting right there. I think we're going to see pullback. I think we're going to see pullback. So I hope if you're in it, you took your profit and you're out of it. I've been calling this whole way up. Yeah, it's short. I've stated back at 16, wait until the mid-20s, and now the time is starting to come. Exactly what I said. It hit that high. After this next gap up, I will be watching for an upper shadow, shorting up to his break of 30. I don't know. This is the biggest pullback so far on this stock. I would have been out of it at the top. I would have just got rid of it like everybody else did. Anybody here in this stock? Is anybody here listening to me? Can anybody hear me? I want to make sure I got it on. Hello, hello, test, test. Nobody here? All right, call it a day. You're a tough crowd, I got to tell you. A real tough crowd. Don't make me sick my cat on you. Breathe. Mamba. Anybody? Next to watching Nexi. What's going on with our stocks? Let's take a look. We have a little bit of a reversal here. So we're at 491.10, let's say, as resistance. 491.10. Let's bring this up a little bit higher to about 490.70. That's going to put about 40 cents in there. Not a lot. Here we have $2. So we got 632.25. 632.25 and 6. This should be 630. 630. 630. Let's leave it at 630 for a minute. Right at the VWAP. 630 and 632. Let's see where it takes us. Right there. Still think it's a little higher. And if we're a little higher at 632.35. 632.35. Then that brings the bottom above the VWAP, and it means we're still a little bullish. 630.35. Keep the $2 in there, but that's a comma. That would disappear. 35, right there, like this, and that puts us just above the VWAP. Perfect line. So we did it from the top, lined it to the bottom. Let's see. There's our resistance. See, there's a lot of resistance right there at that 35. See what's happening? Straight across here. Same thing happened back here. It was a little less, about 632. So you can see there's a lot of resistance there. Let's see if we can push over. Now the SPY is trying to hit that top VWAP, which is can't see it. Come on. 491.25. 491.25. 491.25 resistance right there. Right there. Okay? Look at that. Right on my mark. Tesla's right in the middle. I'd be sitting on my hands. I would not be doing anything right now. I may be thinking about a put right now, but we'll want to see which way it's going to go. Invis. Markets became positive, so we did get to $22 on the Dow. Okay. How are we all doing? Anybody? Where's Grambo? He must be working again. Jay Beans, how you doing today? Trevlock. He must be working. Fund manager, Babelock. How's everybody doing? Marlu, somebody new. For those of you that are new, I am the active trader. This is my world. And I want to thank you for coming into it this morning. It's not about the numbers here. It's about the right decisions, the right facts, and the right stocks. You can't just watch one stock and call it a day. You got to be open. You got to understand what you're doing and why. And that's what we do here. And teach you about the contracts. You don't understand which contracts to pick? Ask. I'll explain to you why. Why we pick the contracts we pick. All right. Last contracts was 11/10/47. I'm going to put them up one more time. Every 15 minutes, if you're not in one, you should be checking those contracts. Let's start with, we've got 492 now. So 492 call is a 491 on a put for the SPY. I'm going to probably surmise that SPX went up 5, and it did. Okay, so let's say now we got 49.25, 49.25 on the put, and 49.30 on the call. That's on 49.30. That's on today's contracts. Then the next contract will be NVIDIA. NVIDIA is 632.50 and 630 on the put. You got AMD, which is still right at the money, 177.50 and 175 on the put. It's right at the money. Tesla is 190. It came down to 195.0. Let's see, 195 and 192.50, right at the money on the put. And the last one is 405 and 402.50. That's on Friday's contracts for Meta. And there's your contracts once again. Anybody have any questions? Come on. Somebody's got a question. They're sitting there dying to ask this question, and they're not asking. What's wrong with you? Ask the question. Somebody else has the same questions, but they're too afraid to say anything. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, let's go to stock photos. Questions. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? You can't learn unless you ask. And I may not have all the answers, but somebody else here does. And I'm sure if I don't have the answer, somebody is going to jump in here and say, I do. It's my hand. Let me say hello to the people over in YouTube. Maybe they'll be more responsive. You guys are just like non-responsive. I have to prick you with a needle to see if you're alive. All right, dismiss that. There we go. All right, let's see. Gotta sign in. Oh, I'm not signed in. I'm supposed to be signed in here. You wake up and have your computer not working this morning? Ah, I had a breakdown. I beat them up big time from $119 to $31.99. I never lose. Never lose. Not with that stuff. I play the game every year. I cancel it at the very end. All right. So there is number 2. We got 8 people watching in YouTube. Shout out to you guys. Audio stream bitrate. I don't know why it's telling me this. Audio current bitrate is 0, lower than the recommended bitrate. You use an audio stream bitrate of 128, and I don't know where to change it. I tried. It won't let me. Exit stream cancel. Exit stream cancel. Why is it doing this? Huh. Okay. I don't know where. I got low latency. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do the 128. I go into OBS, it tells me that I have 128. It's very strange. I go into settings. Let's say stream. This doesn't say here output. Audio 128. That's what it says. On all of them, 128. I don't get it. Replay buffer I don't use. Recording. Keyframe intervals 248. I don't know what that is. Here it is. Audio bitrate 128. Okay. I don't know. I got it in here. And then my audio button says default 48 hertz. Sampling. Here we go. Enable desktop audio. Maybe this is it. Millisecond. Push to delay. No, this ain't the part. I can't find what they're talking about. I hate when this happens. Here's advanced. And that shows 8-bit, 2 planes, color, recording, stream delay. I can't find it. I don't know why it does this to me. I wish somebody here knew more than I did about OBS. I go into, yeah, now it says excellent condition. Stream health, now it says it's fine. That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, who just went off? Somebody just went off. I can tell. Somebody just went off. 11:40 must be Kush. Kush go off? Let's see. Yeah, it must be Kush. I don't see him in there. All right, let's go back to the lobbies. $204. It's not live today. We're still good. We're all within channels. I just hit the lower target on here, so you can see I got another hit right there on right here. Boom, boom, right there. That's going to bring us back down now a little lower, and that's going to bring us to about 406.65, 402.65. So let's bring this down to the lower part. Is 402.65. I don't know if we hit it yet. Right there. Our support is at 402. 402. Let's go to right now 75. Just right above that mark. 402.75 is 403.75. 403 right there. We're still dropping. If I drew my lines here, you'd see even from here to here, it would be coming down, down, down. So you can see we're creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay. And that's what's happening right now. And there's a hit right there. All right. Let's just bring it down to, there's really a hit there. Let's bring it to 55. Just a little bit lower. Because that's where it tipped right there. This is still the same. This hasn't moved on AMD. But Meta is still dropping. It would give us a 402.50. So Meta, it says 402.50 is exactly right. The SPY's moved up a little bit. We're in the middle right here. So we're looking like it's coming down a little. I expect if you're watching what's happening, it's starting to create higher lows. Take a look here. It's starting to create higher lows. So if this continues, this might be going back up. Let's take this from here. I like to do it from there. That's like another step. Boom. Like that. Let's cancel my left. And then you have a step from here. So you have a second step right there. And cancel the right. Like that. See you step up. Here, you just cancel the left. And that, you see where we started in the morning, which is about a low of the day. I can lower this a little bit. I can see this little tip. So if I edit it and I go to the low, which is 625, let's just make it 2. Let's see what happens. 6. It just came down a little bit right to the tip. All right. That's what we're looking at here. But if you bring it from the top, you have to bring it from where it can be seen there to about here. And we're going to cancel the left there. So it shows you exactly where we started on our line. And now you can see here, this is your squeeze play. We got about, it looks like there's more on the top. Looks like it wants to go back up. So if that's a pullback under the 13, we should see this push forward. Let's see if it's right. We don't really need this anymore. I was just showing you the step, how we were moving, and then it started to move up here, but it's still pushing down. Remove that drawing. To put this back to the hand. And a fetch. Here we go. A little push on Tesla. 194.35. We got 194.35 resistance. Right where we're at now. Boom. Let's see if we can push through. What's going to happen? Because we're right above the VWAP. We're just getting to a bullish position. We're just getting to a bullish position here and here. Before, you remember, we were bearish. We were bearish here, and then one of them we were bullish, the other one we were bearish. So it was bearish, bullish, bearish. And now you can see we're all bearish. We're all bullish, I'm sorry, on all three. Okay, so then the market, you can see if we go back, not to Nexi. Let's see what Nexi is for. See, I told you Nexi would pull back down. Now it's starting to consolidate. See what's going to happen in that $25 point right there. All right, still there. Let's go back. I want to take a look at, where is it? Here it is, Finviz. You can see it's starting to get higher. The Dow is coming up. The S&Ps are almost neutral, and you can see, but you can see our strength is NVIDIA and Tesla. That is our, and Meta is the three of them. That's our strength right now. And you can see all the top gainers right here from above this line right there. Vivos up. BTOG. I don't know if I had that one in there. BTOG. BTOG? Let's see. I don't think that's in there. I don't remember seeing it. Is B, where is that? BTOG. BTOG. And that came right to right there. 33%. These are the ones you want to watch right now. And Nexi, of course, is number one. Let's bring this all the way down here. Close this. Close this. See, I have all these things ready in the background. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. I have 20, 30 more on the top here, 30 more on the other computer. So I'm always ready with other stuff that I need as tools. I mean, just remember, it's like you're a carpenter and you go upstairs, okay, and you got a big sledgehammer in your belt, but you were just busting up concrete. You should have left your sledgehammer downstairs because you're not going to need it. You're going to need a little hammer so you can start hitting in the drywall nails, okay? What I'm trying to get at is you need to have the right tools, and there's different tools do different things, all right? So make sure that you have your tool belt filled with the right tools. Same thing for trading. You want to make sure you have your tools. All right. I got my pure protein bars in yesterday, for some of you that didn't know. And man, I think I'm going to get down on one of those right now. And I need to get an eye drop. Some of you know I take one eye drop every day, and I need to grab one right now. Okay. That's it. Hopefully this won't drop in here. Okay, come on. Okay. Close. I'm back. All right, I got it. One drop a day. It's good for about 6 to 8 hours. Keep my eyes open. I think I got it all. Stuff's expensive. A little more in the corner there. I got it. Okay. All right. And we're back. Look at the SPY. The SPY is starting to move. Resistance right there. That puts us above the VWAP here. 491. $50. 60. So we're hovering around 60. That's your see, there's not a lot of volume in here. You can see by the size of the bar. See this bar here? When you have a small bar, actually, I don't have any bar here. Oh, because I don't have time and sales. You have to put time and sales in. See the size of this bar? When it gets real tiny, it shows that there's a lot of volume. The bigger the bar, the less the volume. So there's an adequate, but not really, really large. Let's take that down. And I don't see the price didn't come in where I was looking for the 50. So it went up higher. Let's take that out. You can see we're down here. We're still waiting to see if we can hit that 402.55. But really, I'm going to put it down to 402.45. What do I got? 402.45. 402.45. And then I'm going to bring this down to right there at 65. Let's bring it to 60. That's going to be our support at 60. 402.60 is 403. And bring that down to 60. And that'll put $1 in there. But I don't know that we have enough volume. It's probably less. And I see it right there, about 45. So let's bring this down to 45. Right there. And I think that's where our resistance is. About right there. Okay. That up a little bit. And it's come back down here. How high do you think the SPY will go today? Well, let me see something real quick. We have 490, 92, 91.50. We hit the day's range, put us at the high ever in history at 491.48. So the truth is, right now, we're looking for 492. All right. So if we were to put a bar in here and we're above the VWAP right now, I would say we're looking for, watch this, edit. I would say possibly 492, but let's see if we can get to a higher target of 491. Let's say for right now 75, and then the second one, all right, would be the 492. We're going to make this red, and now we're above the VWAP, and we're starting to get a little more volume. I'm going to check the volume in a second, and I'm going to show this on the right. And there. I mean, that's a good question. So right now we got to get to 75. We got to get over 50. But if we get over 50, you're going to see more volume pour in, and then I think you'll see us get that 75. If we get to that 75, it's probably safe to say that we might see 491.95. Remember, I don't see any news at this point that's pushing it. All right, all important earnings report that say are driving markets ahead. The Treasury funding optimism. Market Clubhouse morning memo to trading strategy for the SPY, QQQ, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google. I mean, right now they're all pushing up. But I will say, I agree with what Dex said as far as the timing. And Dex said yesterday that he thought maybe by Thursday we're going to see a crash in the market. I think it's coming. I think we're way overdue for this. We have an overbought market right now with people that are not in panic mode, but they're trying to make more money and make more money and make more money. They're not scared. They're in the markets. So, but I think eventually they're going to run. And when they run, I think it's going to be an oversell. And then when that oversell comes, people are going to run scared. And that market's going to crash. It's got to come down. It's way too high right now. Especially in a time of inflation like this. Way too high. What do you think? You think I'm right? Calvin? What if Calvin is still even here? Calvin is here. Calvin, what do you think? Where do you think the SPY is going to go today? We're already at the top of the VWAP plot, which is 491.36. We're right there right now. So we've pushed a couple of times. If we don't get there, we're going to pull back again and then push forward. But you can see here, right now, we are pushing forward. We are pushing up, and we have created newer highs. That's the highest high. That's the highest this stock has ever been in history. Put that there. The question is, what's influencing it? Is there any sympathy play out there? You have to look at QQQ and TQQ and which direction are they going. They usually follow the SPY or do just the opposite. Where are they? It's hard to say right now. It's hard to say. I mean, I think, truthfully, I think that this week, I think that there's a good possibility that we can see traders push the SPY to 500. And the reason is because traders are very, very superstitious. They don't like odd numbers. So when you end on a 3 or a 5 or a 9, mostly 7 and 9, 3, 7 and 9, they'll always try to get it a little higher to get to an even number. I don't know why. That's what I've seen over the last 5, 6 years. I think that traders want to push this to 500 eventually. And then I think we see the big drop. I think we might get past for the next few days. I agree. Considering the earnings for Google, just what I just said, just those same stocks. And Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, correct? And I think we could see 500. But when it hits that 500 mark, I would run. I wouldn't even wait till it got that high. I would be out before then. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm very conservative. But I think you're right. I do. I think you're right. I think a little more than 492. We'll see. Come on. Come on. There you go. Looks good. You just want to raise the top a little bit. You can see it's trying to push a little more right there. That's up. See, every time I push that up, I can see which way we're going. And when we do that, what's happening is our resistant level is going up. All right. So let's say now we've got resistance at about 65, 75. Wow. Yeah. So 75, 75. And that's going to bring, that's the NVIDIA, 632.75 is going to be 630, 630.75. Just went up another, what was that? 70, 40 cents. There you go. So you can see where we're at, where it's going. It's still trying to push up with the inevitable here, 633. This, it's still holding. It's holding right on that 13 exponential, but it's still bullish at this point. You know what? You can go to StockWits, stockwits.com, and go into the SPY and kind of get a gist of what other traders are thinking. I haven't been in there in a long time, but I used to read that stuff. It's interesting. Let me see. I say StockWits is made up of nitwits. Not opening. I can't. I got the wrong. How do you spell it? StockWit. Right down on it. Remember how we. It's been a long time since I've been in there. See if I can find it. If I can do, I can tell you some of the things that people might be saying. Come on. What is the anybody know the name of it? StockWits? StockWit? I can't remember. StockWits. Let's try that. That looks like that might be it with its S. Try this. Just stop it. Maybe it'll correct me. Here we go. StockTwits. StockTwits.com. Is that the one? Maybe it was Twits. Yeah. Oh, there we go. StockTwits. Okay, and put in the SPY. Let's see. What do we come up with? Maybe later. Deckmar Trades was in there not too long ago. In StockWits. StockTwits.com. Deckmar Trade was in there 1 minute ago. Look at that. I mentioned it, and Deck's in there actually putting information in there all the time. The guy is always marketing, always be selling. That is so funny. I cannot believe Deck's in there 1 minute ago showing his profit for the day. I love. So I just sent you to a place and Deck was just there. That is so freaked out. Let's see, you can go here, copy this from here. And it's pretty interesting stuff. You can go here and put in SPY. Put in SPY. And you'll see Deck was on that page 2 minutes ago. I haven't been there in probably a year. I don't see anybody talking about it. They're talking about Nexi, learning. I have the SPY. Okay, here we go. Here it is, SPY. 500 is the goal. It's a must. Today or tomorrow. Just like I'm telling you, that's exactly what other people are saying. And that's where traders are going to try to push it. Where's my promised scam pump? Let's see. Stocks do better on the Democrats. The data does not lie. Yeah, okay. Spoken like a true what? if you look back in history, nothing to do with Trump, nothing to do with Obama, nothing to do with Biden. The markets have been going like this. Doop, doop, doop. Then it came down like this after COVID for a while, and then it came all the way back up. So if you look over the last 10 years, no matter how many, or go further than that, it's just always going for new highs and new highs and new highs. It's never been like this before in history. Wow, Stockwitz. I am a member of that. I should see if I can log in. I love that. I used to run into Deck all the time. We'd be putting shit out at the same time, and there he was. I just mentioned it. I haven't even thought about it in years. I haven't been there in over a year. And there's Deck. That freaks me out. We think alike, but Deck is a marketer. He markets himself everywhere. Smart. He's very smart. I love this guy. He's like a son. He's like the son I never had, which isn't true. I've got 4 sons. Okay, and you see we're starting to push up again. So we're still pushing here. This one here is going straight across. I'm just going to use my resistance right now. I'm going to remove that drawing. Just use my resistance because we're going to go for a new higher day. 633.93. And if we do that there, let's see if we can push up on the SPY. $49. All right, I got to check something real quick. Okay. So good everything's working again. Boy, what a morning. That was like, there's a lot of other people who feel the same way as I do, that 500 is the magic number. And then we'll see. PayPal. What's new? 4 things you can learn from checkout lines. Personal. Times. Personal. That's it. And my personal stuff. Trader. All right, I'm back. Whew, what a day. All right, look at this. Look at NVIDIA go. Remember I told you before? I should have put it in there. 634. 634 is the target and resistance area. 634. 634. Right there. That's resistance and target right there, which we just hit. Bingo. 634.40. I knew that was going to happen. 634, 632, 632, 632. Let's put 633 in here. Boy, it just jumped. Why did I pay? I love NVIDIA. I do. and make this 635 right there. That's your next one, 635. So you should be in a 635 call if you believe, or if there's going to be a pullback. Let's see. That's why I took that other line out. And there's your new high day. And that's exactly what I said was going to happen. All right. Just talking to Deck. He was having a little conversation there. Deck and I know each other. Wow. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 6 years. It's amazing. 6 years goes by really quick. When you're having such a good time, you having a good time? I'm having a good time. My nail can. Okay, right now we're in a hold position, waiting to see what's going to happen. Oh, I hit my target here on Meta. So there's another hit right there. So I hit my target again on Meta. I knew it was going to come down. Just knew it. So right there, we got another hit right there. Okay, we're going to bring this down even further because I think that it's not done dropping. And you're talking about 402. So let's bring it down now to 4. 402. Right there. Target is 402. There you go, right there. And it's going to hit right now. And you got this. We're going to bring this down to, wow, 402.10, 15. It's going to be 402. It's going to go even further. Let's make this 10 for right now so it's not on the same line. And there's another hit right there. There's your hit. 402, okay? And still dropping. What'd I tell you? So bring it down to 75 next. 401.75. You could see a bounce there. Let's see what's happening. If it doesn't bounce, we're going to be looking at 400 again on Meta right there. And let's put this now at 401. 401.90. Really a little bit less, but I don't want them on the same line. 401.90, and that's going to bring this to right the 13 exponential at 402.90 right there. Just put the dollar in right there. You can see we're dropping lower and lower and lower. Nothing else is dropping as low. Meta is just pulling back right now. All right, so keep an eye on that. You could be in a 400 put right now. So Meta would be 400 instead of the 402.50. I'm going to change that out real quick. I'll change all of them. Take a quick look. All right. Oh, shoot. What happened there? Give me a second. Didn't copy. Something else was still in there. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Copy. See if it works. Okay. So we've got 491, 492. We've got on the SPX, we have 49.25. Still correct. Let's go back. That's on today's contracts. Next one's going to be NVIDIA. I'm telling you, we got 600 and wait, at the money is 632.50. Let's put that at 632.50. I'm going to go 632.50. I'm going to go to 635 and go out of the money on the call. 635 on the call. Deck. Hold on, Deck just messed me up. He texted me back and covered everything I was doing. And he's doing it again. Stop. All right, Meta. Let's go to Meta. 402 is 405 and 402.50. That's going to be 400 for Meta. So Meta's going to be 400 with a 402.50. That's where I was. That's what threw me off. 102.5. Okay, Tesla is still going to be the 195, and let's say 190.250 is right at the money. AMD is going to be 170, 750, 175 is correct, and Nvidia is going to be 635. Nvidia 635 and 630, and keep it out of the money. And there's the contracts. The way we're looking at them now. Now I can read that. I couldn't see them. Okay, and it's 620, 632.25, 625. Still dropping on Nvidia. Still dropping. So let's make it about 6. Look at the spread from 46. Boy, look at that, about 30-cent spread. So make it 632 right now. Let's see if this is going to hold. This is really dropping. 632 is 634. Just dropped a whole dollar just now. Just dropped a whole dollar. 43 is 3. Wow. 2. I don't even know what to put this at. Holy crap. Wait a second. Let's put it at 390. That's some spread. It's not holding. See? We just went right down to the trend bar. It should hold there. Let's see. At 631.55. Let's leave it at 55. And that's where it bounced. Right on the trend. See, I left at the bottom. But look at that pullback there. So that was about $3 pullback. That's amazing. And even look at Tesla. Everything dropped at the same time. Everything straight across the line. AMD just dropped. AMD went down to support at about 175. 175 support gives me 176 resistance. Give me a second. 176. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 176. That one's right. Wow, what a change up. And then here, let's see. We never hit that 401.75. I think we came right above it. I got 401. I really think that 75, I'm going to make this 85, is support right now on Meta. 75. And it's going to be $1 more for 75 also. 402.75. We'll get back to that in a second. All right. Look at this. Holy crap. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I lost it. Hold on. I lost my, what do you call it in here? I don't know where it is. 60. Let's see. Let's go down. 60. It's got to be this way. 62, 60. Hold on. Negative, negative. I found it. I lost my Squeeze Pro in one of them, but I got it back. Found it. Got it. I said it right there. Yeah. All right. What a change. That was a big change up there. Positive. Okay. What do I got here? And then my support. Look at Tesla. Why? Any news? Nothing. Not since 11/23. And everything started dropping at about 12 o'clock. And there's no news at 12 o'clock to support this. So why? Where's any news? Except for NVIDIA. And White House Kirby says, we're making progress. Well, that should be good, right? Why would these come back? That's the question. So 191.50 on Tesla. 191.50 will be 192.75 now. 192. That's going to change the contracts to 195 contract on 195 on Tesla. I got it right. 192.50. That's not correct. It's 190 now. So if you look at the Tesla, that has changed. It's now 190. They all just changed, just as I did it. Because let's say copy. Let's go here. All right, let's go. Happen. Come on, it's not going in. All right, one more time. Oh, there it goes. Going in. Tesla. I'm going to put 192.50 in Tesla. 192, 192.50, and 190 is now going to be the put. 190.00. That's fine. Then we've got, what's this? 402 is Meta. Meta now is 402.50 and 400 is correct. All right, Tesla 190. AMD is now 175 is going to be the call. 175. Okay. 0.00. I'm going to put them up in a second. And then we got 172.50. Okay, and NVIDIA again is 635. That's not correct now. It's 632.50. 632.50. It's going to be the call. That just dropped quite a bit. And then 630. And then, you know what? The SPY, it's pretty much stayed. So, why am I have this twice? Oh, hold on. All right, just give me a second. Something happened here. 49, 30, 25. I got 492 and 491. That's correct. It must have gone in twice. I gotta be sure this is right. NVIDIA, 632, 630, AMD, Tesla. I got it. Okay, here's the contracts the way they stand now. Unbelievable. Okay, still dropping here on NVIDIA. We just dropped down on our trend line. You can see now, let's see, edit. Let's bring this down to 630, 630.25. 630.25 is 632.25. Okay, just checking. Look at the SPY, just dropping away. Just dropping, dropping. 65. 5, Sorry, deck threw me off. I'm going to take that higher target. As long as we're below the VWAP, we won't need that upper target. Look at this. Look at video. Forget the line. All right, we're going down for the bottom here, which remember I told you before, 627, 490, and 400. I told you on Meta. Meta's going down to 400. The market is crashing right now. It's dropping big time. I'm going to take out all lower targets at this point. Use your imagination. 173.25 support right now on AMD. 173.25, 174. Let's put 35 in there right this second. It puts us right to 13 exponential. On Meta, we've got right now 450 cents. That's going to put us now at 401 and let's say 50 cents. That gives you $1 there. All right, looks like this real quick. There's your Meta right there. There's your support above the 13 exponential for your resistance. Same thing here. You're right at the 13 exponential right there. There's on AMD. All right. So you can see how much we're dropping. We're getting lower and lower and lower. So something is affecting the markets right now. We got a huge pullback on all fronts. All right. So here we go. We got 627. Let's see. Our support here now is going to put us at around 627.65. 627. And now we've pulled back up to, you got $2 in there. So make it 629. 629. 29. What did I say? 75. I think it should put us right on the 13 exponential, right there. So you can see that one. But look at this drop from right here at 1207 till 1226. So that's about 19, 20 minutes of a drop. 20 minutes ago, we had the only was NVIDIA Eyes Tech secures high bandwidth memory for 20, inverts Al-Shabaab Core AI, takes about processing bandwidth the first quarter. I don't see any bad information in here that should make this thing drop like it did. NVIDIA participated in a $150 million funding round, developer for Core AI, continued to investment in this street. So it shows that they're very, very involved in artificial intelligence. And they're the fastest growing company in the world today, bar any. I don't think anybody is growing as fast as NVIDIA at this point. Again, one of $6 trillion companies. You don't see that. 6 companies in history. Anybody know? Google, Apple. What's the other ones there? You got, shoot, I should know them. My head's not on the right place right now. Like I said, somebody threw me off. It's trying to tell me there's 6 viewers in the room, and it says I got 45. So I don't get it. 6 viewers. How is that possible? I want to redo this page for a second. Let's see, real quick. I just need to, there we go. 23. Right. Well, I think it's lunchtime. I think it's time to take a lunch break. So I think, why don't we call it lunch, and I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. All right. And then I can catch up with my life right now and see what's going on here. All right. I don't think at any time today I had only 6 people in here. In fact, I opened up with 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's looking at the bottom here when you do a control. But if you can do a control A, it shows A, B, Babcock, that's 2, C, D, 3, E, F, 4, G, 5, H, I, H, J, it's 2 more, J, K, L. I'm not going to do all this, it's ridiculous. Getting to the point. Not wanted anymore. 720, 256, 28. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. Sixteen. 16. This can't be. Let me see if it tells in here. It's not the one. I'm just trying to figure out something. Tell me. Find concurrent viewers. Ah, I get it now. That's on. Too many streamers. All right. Just wanted to see what was going on in here. Okay, I'll see you guys after lunch. Okay, guys, I'm back. What did I miss? I've adjusted. I think we saw a bounce finally. I think that we're back to where we were. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I never had my lunch. I'm ready to call it a day. Okay, what do I got in here? Okay, let's see what's going on. Huh, very quiet right now. Did you notice? It's very quiet. I think that there's really not much going on until after the Fed speak tomorrow. I think that things just going to get a little quiet. We're going to see some ups and downs in the market. I'm just wondering if we should wait till after, come back then, see what's happening tomorrow morning. Just watching the SPY. Uh-oh, what happened here? Okay, make sure that's down. Just watching the SPY. Not doing much. And NVIDIA finally had a little bounce there, down about 622. I think what I'm going to do is probably just come back in the morning. AMD is starting to drop back down to about 170, 116. So we're probably looking at 170, 171. I'm just going to put 170, 115 for right now. Support. Let's see if we can hold that area. And that's about it, really. There's really not much going on right now. What's happening with that other stock Nexi? Anybody? Oh yeah, so that fell all the way back to the VWAP. I knew that was going to come crashing down. I even said before to watch out. That was just a pump and dump. I said it yesterday. It's going to come down, down, and down. People just going to take off their profits. If you haven't already, you should have taken them. Whether we see another bounce on that thing, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me take this off here. I want to take out the scalper alert. That'll take out all those white arrows. There you go. Much better. A little confusing sometimes. I still have the Pro in there, and the Pro will give me what I need. All right, so we got eye on Nexi. Watch list here. We can still see. All right, Poly's coming off. And Stoppy is coming off. That was easy to borrow too. Coin Spy, and that's all good. Nexi's still number one. Still the number one stock at the moment. So let's see. All right, what do we got here? Hmm. All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think everybody's tied up with either lunch right now, or there's just so many streamers streaming right now, unfortunately, that they're so split up between all the streamers. It just doesn't pay to stream at the moment. It doesn't. So, what I think I'm going to do is I got a rough start this morning because my Norton was expired and I couldn't get on my internet. I knew I had to delete it, and I ended up being right. So, I lost about an hour's time, which was unfortunate. But tomorrow we'll start fresh in the morning and we'll get this thing going real early. And we'll see you all then. All right. So, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Anybody have any questions? Good time to ask. You get all the attention you need. All right. And the same thing to those, shout out to those in YouTube. I think most of you guys are in YouTube right now. And we're going to let that go too. Let's sign back in so I can sign out and take this stuff out of here. All right. So we will see you all tomorrow. Nobody has any questions. I hate saying goodbye, but I see a lot of you guys are just tied up doing what you're doing. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to take the stream down and we'll do it again tomorrow morning. All right. Thanks. Have a great day.